Welcome to the Bookworm Duo, where we explore a variety of books.
A variety.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Today we're taking a deep dive into Swift and Saddled.
Okay.
You're in for a treat with this one.
I've heard good things.
It's a whirlwind romance that takes us from the heart of San Francisco to a charmingly rugged Wyoming ranch.
Oh, wow. Opposites attract kind of thing.
Exactly.
So.
So it really captures the clash of two worlds,
Right.
embodied by our main characters. Ada,
Okay.
a successful interior designer seeking a fresh start, and Wes, a cowboy who's deeply rooted in the rhythms of ranch life.
You can already sense the sparks flying.
I know, right?
Haha.
So picture this: Ada, fresh off a cross-country drive, finds herself in the small town of Meadowlark, Wyoming.
Okay.
She's hungry, exhausted, and desperate for Wi-Fi.
Oh, no.
Where does she end up?
Coffee shop.
Nope. A dimly lit dive bar on a Sunday night, no less.
Oh, wow. A dive bar on a Sunday.
I know, right?
It's rough.
And that's where she encounters Wes. The book doesn't explicitly tell us if the bar's name is actually the Devil's Boot,
Okay.
but it certainly adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, I love those little details that leave you wondering.
Me too. Me too.
So what happens when Ada meets Wes?
Well, Wes, with his quiet intensity and that undeniable cowboy charm, immediately catches Ada's attention.
Yeah, I bet.
And let's not forget his loyal dog, Waylon,
A dog.
who adds to the whole picture.
Of course.
So there's this instant connection between Ada and Wes.
Despite the different worlds.
Exactly, despite Ada's initial hesitation.
Right. She's a city girl.
Yeah. And remember, she's fresh out of a failed marriage
Oh, right.
and has sworn off impulsive decisions.
Famous last words,
Uh-huh.
right?
What does she do?
Because what does Ada do?
Yeah.
She throws caution to the wind and kisses Wes.
Whoa, just like that.
Yeah.
That's bold.
It's a moment of pure spontaneity, fueled by attraction, and maybe a little bit of that adventurous spirit that Wes embodies.
I could see that.
But then just as suddenly, Ada panics and takes off running.
Leaving behind her bag at the bar.
She left her bags.
Yeah.
So what now?
This sets the stage for Wes's curiosity.
I bet he's intrigued.
Who is this mysterious woman who kissed him and disappeared?
Yeah, that would definitely leave an impression.
Fate has a funny way of intervening.
Oh, I bet it does.
The very next day, Ada sets off for Rebel Blue Ranch.
The ranch.
Yeah, the site of her biggest interior design project yet.
Cool.
But her journey takes an unexpected turn.
Uh-oh, what happens?
Talk about a clash of city girl and country life.
Okay, I'm listening.
She encounters a herd of cows blocking the
Oh,
road
no.
and tries everything to get them to move,
Like what?
even blasting ludicrous.
Uh-huh, really?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Sadly, Wyoming cattle seem to be immune to the charms of hip-hop.
Too bad.
Luckily for Ada, someone else arrives on the scene. Gus.
Oh, wow, talk about an awkward reunion.
I know, right?
Not only does he witness her city girl struggles with the cows,
Exactly.
but he also turns out to be part of the family that owns Rebel Blue Ranch. Small world.
Ada is mortified,
Oh, I bet.
but Wes, ever the gentleman, steps in to help.
He seems like a good guy.
And as fate would have it, Ada's assigned cabin isn't ready.
So where does she stay?
So she ends up staying at the big house,
The big house.
the heart of Rebel Blue Ranch, filled with generations of family history.
That sounds pretty cool.
Ada finds herself living under the same roof as Wes and his family.
Oh, boy.
This is getting good.
I know, right?
It's a situation ripe with tension and awkwardness.
I can only imagine.
But it also gives Ada a glimpse into Wes's life beyond the cowboy exterior.
Oh, that's interesting.
She observes his quiet struggles with depression,
Oh,
revealing a depth and vulnerability that challenge her initial perceptions.
wow. So there's more to him than meets the eye.
Exactly. And, of course, their proximity only intensifies the attraction between them.
Of course.
While Ada settles into life at the ranch, she begins working on the Guest Ranch project, lovingly nicknamed Baby Blue.
Oh.
Baby Blue becomes a shared passion for Ada and Wes.
They're working together.
Yeah, they both have a deep appreciation for preserving the ranch's history,
That's nice.
and their collaboration on the project brings them closer.
I can see how that would happen.
They find common ground in their creativity and respect for the land, even if their approaches are sometimes different.
Opposites attract, right?
Right.
So what happens next?
Speaking of different approaches, one of the most memorable scenes is when Wes teaches Ada to drive a stick shift.
Oh, she doesn't know how to drive sticks.
Nope.
That's pretty funny.
Those driving lessons become more than just about mastering a skill.
Oh, okay.
They're these little pockets of intimacy where Ada and Wes open up to each other.
Ah.
They share stories, laugh together, and you can feel their connection deepening with every mile they drive.
It's like a metaphor for their relationship.
Exactly.
I like it.
It's a classic example of how shared experiences, even seemingly mundane ones, can forge a strong bond.
You're telling me.
And as Ada navigates the world of ranch life, she also becomes more integrated into the Ryder family.
Oh, that's nice.
We're introduced to this wonderful tradition called Ryder Day,
Ryder Day.
a celebration unique to their family started by Wes's father, Amos.
Sounds interesting.
Ryder Day is all about celebrating family connection and their shared history.
I love that.
It's a heartwarming glimpse into the close-knit bond that Ada has never really experienced.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's a beautiful thing to witness, but it also stirs up complex emotions in Ada.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Being surrounded by this loving, tight-knit family triggers her deep-seated fears about commitment and the possibility of feeling trapped.
Oh, right. She's had a tough time with relationships.
Exactly.
So this is bringing up old fears.
It's a reminder that even amidst joy and connection, past hurts and anxieties can resurface.
Sure, those things don't just disappear overnight.
And they do resurface for Ada.
Oh, no.
She ends up having an emotional breakdown.
That's so sad.
And it's Emmy Wes's free-spirited sister who comes to her rescue.
Emmy sounds like a good person to have around.
She plays a pivotal role in Ada's journey.
In what way?
Well, she takes Ada horseback, riding through the vast Wyoming landscape.
Oh, wow.
And they have a heart-to-heart conversation about love, fear, and what it means to truly belong.
That sounds like just what Ada needs.
It is Emmy, with her connection to the land and her own unique perspective on life,
Right.
helps Ada see things in a new light.
I like her already.
She reminds Ada that real love shouldn't feel like a cage, but like freedom.
That's a really powerful message.
It is, and it starts to chip away at Ada's defenses.
Good.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Wes is busy in the kitchen attempting to make something special for Ada.
Oh, that's sweet. What is he making?
Now, this is where it gets really sweet. Wes, who's more comfortable on horseback than in the kitchen,
Huh, okay.
decides to make Ada spanakopita.
Spanakopita.
Yes, you heard that right, spanakopita.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's one of Ada's favorite foods.
Oh,
And Wes's efforts to create it for her, despite being a complete novice in the kitchen,
right.
speak volumes about his feelings.
Definitely.
He even enlists the help of Gus and Emmy to get it just right.
That's so thoughtful.
It's such a thoughtful gesture,
Yeah.
and it shows a side of Wes that goes beyond the strong, silent cowboy persona.
I see that.
He's willing to be vulnerable, to step outside his comfort zone, to show Ada how much he cares.
And does she appreciate it?
She does. Ada is touched by his gesture, and their relationship takes a significant step forward.
So they're getting closer.
They finally go on their first official date.
About time.
But of course, this is Wyoming,
Oh.
and things don't go quite as planned.
What happens?
A massive storm rolls, forcing Ada and Wes to take shelter.
Oh, no, a storm.
They end up rescuing a newborn calf that was separated from its mother during the storm,
Oh, that's sad.
and they name her Loretta.
Loretta the calf.
This scene is more than just a dramatic weather event.
Okay.
It highlights Wes's compassion and his deep connection to the land.
Mm.
He doesn't hesitate to risk his safety to help a creature in need.
That shows real character.
And Ada witnesses firsthand his courage and his unwavering sense of responsibility.
That must be attractive to her.
The shared danger, the vulnerability, the unexpected intimacy of taking shelter together,
Yeah.
it all leads to a night of passion between Ada and Wes.
Things are really heating up.
It seems like their connection is finally solidifying.
But
But Ada's internal struggle is far from over.
I was about to say.
Despite the intense feelings she has for Wes,
Okay.
her fear of commitment rears its head once again.
Oh, no, not again.
And in a moment of panic,
What?
she does something that leaves both Wes and the listener reeling.
Oh, no. What does she do?
She leaves Rebel Blue in the middle of the night without a word to anyone.
Oh, wow. Seriously.
It's a heartbreaking turn of events.
That's rough.
Ada allows her fear to dictate her actions.
Right.
And she runs away from the very thing she seems to want most.
What's that?
A real connection with Wes.
I wonder if she'll ever go back.
It's a moment that leaves you wondering if Ada will ever truly overcome her fear of commitment. But as she drives away from Rebel Blue, she realizes the magnitude of her mistake.
Yeah, the weight of her actions, the pain she's caused Wes, and the possibility of losing something truly special, it must hit her hard.
It's a turning point for Ada. She's forced to confront her patterns of self-sabotage, her tendency to run away when things get too real.
And she makes a choice.
She
What
does.
does she do?
Ada turns that car around
She's going back.
and heads back to Rebel Blue Ranch, ready to face the consequences of her actions, and more importantly, to face her own fears.
Wow, good for her.
Her return to the ranch is filled with emotion.
I bet.
Wes and his family are worried, confused, and hurt by her sudden departure.
Right.
And Wes, of course, is heartbroken.
Oh, that's so sad.
But Ada is determined to make things right. She pours her heart out to Wes, confessing her fear of commitment, her anxieties about losing herself in a relationship, and ultimately her deep love for him.
It's a big step for her.
It's a raw, vulnerable moment where Ada lays it all on the line.
And how does Wes react?
And Wes's reaction is incredible. He doesn't get angry or push her away. Instead, he listens with empathy and understanding.
That's amazing.
He sees beyond Ada's fears to the genuine love she has for him.
He really loves her.
And he accepts her complexities, and it's a testament to the strength of their connection and Wes's capacity for love and forgiveness.
It gives me hope.
Their reunion is a powerful reminder that true love requires vulnerability, honesty, and a willingness to work through challenges together.
Couldn't agree more.
And the story doesn't end there. We get a glimpse into their future in the epilogue, which takes place 8 months later.
Okay, what happens?
We learn that Ada's career has taken off.
That's great.
She's managing interior design projects all over the Southwest, but she always finds her way back to Rebel Blue Ranch.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a reminder that love doesn't always fit neatly into a box. Ada and Wes are figuring out how to navigate their different lifestyles, supporting each other's dreams while nurturing their connection.
They make it work.
They do. They're proving that love can thrive even amidst the challenges of distance and uncertainty.
And then
we get the news we've all been waiting for. Ada is coming home to Rebel Blue for good. She's found a project closer to the ranch, allowing her to pursue her career ambitions while being with a man she loves.
It's the best of both worlds.
It's a beautiful resolution that highlights the importance of compromise and finding a balance between individual aspirations and the commitments of the heart.
Perfectly said.
The final scene is picture perfect. Ada and Wes arrive at the big house, greeted with open arms by the entire Ryder family. There's a sense of warmth, belonging, and a future filled with love and laughter.
I love happy endings.
And to top it all off, Ada reveals that she's brought back a rare set of vintage Pyrex mixing bowls for their new home.
That's perfect.
It's a small detail, but it perfectly symbolizes the blending of their two worlds. Ada's city chic style meets the down-home practicality of ranch life, creating something unique and beautiful.
I like that.
So we've journeyed from a chance encounter at a dive bar to a heartwarming reunion and a glimpse into a future filled with love and possibility. What stood out to you most in Swift and Saddled?
That's a tough one. There's so much to love about this book, but I think what really resonated with me was the way Ada and Wes challenged each other to grow both individually and as a couple.
Swift and Saddled is a story that stays with you. It's a reminder that sometimes the greatest adventures are found not in chasing grand dreams, but in opening ourselves to the unexpected detours life throws our way.
It's a good reminder for all of us.
And it leaves us with some thought-provoking questions.
Oh, what?
Can a city girl truly embrace the rugged rhythms of ranch life? Can a cowboy who's struggled with depression find lasting happiness with a woman who's constantly on the move?
Right.
Could Ada and Wes's love story thrive in the long run?
Good questions.
These are questions that linger long after you turn the final page.
Swift and Saddled invites us to consider what compromises we'd be willing to make for love and how we define home in a world that's constantly changing.
Thanks for joining us.
This was a good one.
Subscribe for more bookish adventures and hit that like button. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to share the knowledge, spread the word.